EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Start on the ground with McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Purdy looking to throw.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Christian McCaffrey.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
82 yards.
And the Niners march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Jake Moody now for the point after.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Second and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Prescott off play action. He sets to fire deep. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Looking to throw, Prescott. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it.
And they'll go for it. Lance. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the fourth down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
Going right back to Ferguson.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down by a couple of yards, it would appear, as they're able to convert on 4th and 5. Well, you want to talk about a bold, confident group right now, CD. Now 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions, and this is just the opening drive.
This isn't just setting a tone. That's darn near taking your flag and planting it on the opposition and letting them know we're coming after you all game long right here from the first drive. 2 times now on 4th down, picking it up. I like where they're going.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Purdy now to throw.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Micah Parsons drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt.
Devontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They were the 46 defense just plugging up the middle.
And you know what the 46 means, right? That means you take up the first 3 guys, the center and the 2 guards. You cover them with your big people up front. I don't understand why you're trying to run up the middle against the 46 defense. The old Bears showed us it wasn't able to be done. They didn't get it done on that one either.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Now on first down, it's Purdy. That's complete left side to Gray.
So nothing doing there, and that'll make it second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Purdy.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here is 3rd and 5. Shotgun now with Purdy. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Rolling to... Oh, Prescott stripped. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Following the fumble recovery, Purdy under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Micah Parsons. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Purdy.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And that's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Purdy. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Ready, break. Squad rank. Hustle. Off of play action, here's Lance.
Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
On play action, Lance.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 33 yards that time.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Ready, set.
Right there. 54 Mike. It's got to be a...
Let's go. Charge.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal. That's what they wanted out of that 1st down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's the fullback as the first half is winding down.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Prescott looks to throw on first.
Left side to Lamb.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover it for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A first down throw for Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A very solid gain of 27.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. On the draw, it's Pollard. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12.
And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they tried to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
I guess it's time to date myself a little bit because I remember Dan Marino running a similar play to this on a Monday night game against the Jets way back when. He's going to fake the spike and hope that the defense lets its guard down, but they were alert there, and this ends up incomplete.
Prescott on third and goal. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Purdy to throw it on first down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
A second down throw for Purdy. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Up the gut, McCaffrey.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, Purdy.
And he rifles one incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Purdy.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10.
Now Lance.
Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
On first down, Lance. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 8.
On play action, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jake Ferguson.
27 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable.